Fala, meus queridos, aqui quem fala o PV, tudo bom com vocês? Bem-vindos a mais um vídeo. E no vídeo de hoje a gente vai continuar exatamente onde paramos com a nossa série de Skyrim. Então deixa aquele like, se inscreve no canal. Bora pro vídeo de hoje. E eu domestiquei esse dragãozinho de gelo, ele tá trabalhando aqui pra mim, porque a gente vai fazer agora a missão principal do game, tá? O muro de Alduin. Eu encontrei o mestre do conhecimento dos Blades, Esbern, e o levei a Riverwood para falar com Delphin. Ele acredita que o segredo para derrotar Alduin será revelado pela parede do próprio Alduin, um artefato criado pelos anciões Blades. Nós precisamos ir para o templo do refúgio celestial para encontrar a parede do Alduin e ver o que ela pode nos dizer. Então, let's battle begin. Fica aí, tá, filho? Vou salvar o jogo e vambora. Quem é essa aqui? Ah, é a Delphin essa aqui, tá. Menos um. Menos dois. Esse dragão tá comigo, tá? Não vem, cavalo, fica aí. O Tyr tá com a armadura élfica, vocês viram? Nem sei como é que eu botei. Mas botei. Como é que eu vou passar pra cá? É você? Tá me tacando poderzinho de gelo? Obrigado, tava difícil. Ah, eu vou dar uma explorada aqui nessa região pra ver se a gente pega alguma coisa interessante. O inventário tá cheio? Porra, pior que tá. Trabalha pra mim aí, dragãozão. Boa, dragãozinho. Ok. Ai. Pronto, foi? Acabou? Acho que acabou, hein? Bora, Delphin! Vamos pro nosso objective. Enquanto o nosso dragãozinho fica por aí. Oxi, é o Esbern? Esbern. Vocês têm uma arca aqui ou coisa parecida. Não parecem ter muita coisa, né? Vambora. Eu basicamente normalmente luteio os arqueiros só pra pegar as flechas, mas de resto... Vambora. Nosso objetivo tá aqui dentro. Cartspire. Vai na frente não, Esbern. Como esses caras eles são meio fraquinhos, deixa eu pegar aqui... Testar a minha... Vou treinar a minha espada de uma mão. E essa aqui é a adaga do Mirak, tá? A adaga lá da DLC. Vambora, não quero lutear muito não, só vou lutear baú. Tá, calma. Aqui deve ter alguma ordem de pilar pra eu usar. Deixa eu achar e identificar que ordem é essa.
We've got to get this bridge down. These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You have the symbol for king
Rei.
and warrior.
Guerreiro, talvez?
Of course, the symbol for dragonborn. That's the
Dragonborn.
one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom.
Mudou alguma coisa?
Yes, that's it. The symbol on the pillar on the left.
Tá, esse aqui tá certo.
Given that Skyhaven Temple was sealed against the return of the Dragonborn, I will try turning all the pillars to that symbol.
Whatever you did,
Pronto.
let's see what those old blades left in our way.
Bom, deu certo, pelo menos. Só posso pisar no Dragonborn, né? Ok. Só pode pisar no do Dragonborn. E aqui eu simplesmente pulo. Pronto. Deu bom, deu bom. Cara de luta aqui. Machado de cristal, gazua.
Remarkably well preserved. Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn.
Sim, senhor.
Look here. You see how the ancient blades revered Reman Cyrodiil?
Seal on the floor. It's coming to life. We did it. After you,
É o símbolo do Dragonborn, a flecha.
should have the honor of being the first to set foot in the sky.
There's no telling what we might find inside.
Ok, vamos lá. Templo do Refúgio dos Céus. Vou pegar uma tocha. Bom, não quer acender. Muro de Alduin. Tem que esperar eles virem, né? Bem, amigos. Mas no tempo de vocês, tá?
Now the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
Pera aí.
Here for Alduin's wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to Let's see what's up ahead.
Depois de você, Esbern. Ah. Eu tentando fazer isso, ela vai e consegue. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo acender essa tocha aqui pelo menos. Eu quero acender uma tocha, cara. Eu quero me sentir útil.
Here it is. Alduin's walls. I've never seen a finer example of early second era Kaviri sculpture and relief.
Desisto.
Yes, let's see what we have.
Aqui o formato do dragão.
Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the dragon cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the war. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord tongues, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Ah, patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his terror.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Only if you don't know how to use it. All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shrank from their destiny. Well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those that misused their power. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing. Like the Greybeards up on their mountain. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old Blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the Dragonborn. Here are the Akaviri, the Blades. You see their distinctive longswords. Now they need their ancient mission fulfilled, as the last Dragonborn contends with Alduin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history.
Bom, temos um objetivo, senhoras e senhores. E ela falou que aqui pode ter coisas escondidas, será? Vamos ver se a gente acha alguns itens aqui dos Blades. Escuro dos Blades, armadura dos Blades. Interessante. Manejo de clava. Pô, bom. Perdição do dragão? Caraca. Pera aí, deixa eu ver essa espada. Perdição do dragão. 30 danos de dano extra a dragões. 10 pontos de dano elétrico para outros, cara. Essa aqui eu vou guardar. Aí tem as espadinhas normais dos Blades. Vamos ver o que que tem aqui. É, parece ser igual que tem lá na guilda dos ladrões, né? O local onde eles dormiam mesmo. Dinheiro é dinheiro. Tudo vazio. Vamos ver a segunda porta. Ah, aqui é uma saída pra Skyrim. Vamos ver pra onde isso aqui vai dar. Ah, estamos lá de fora. Bom, vamos lá. A gente tem que dar TP agora pro monte. Alto, vambora. Olha o meu unicórnio lindo. Rotgar. Hello, barbas cinzentas. How are you?
Wind, guide you. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? Do not be so sure about that. Beware. The Blades may claim to serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. As for me, I kept from you only what you were not yet ready to know. Are still not ready to know, as your question reveals. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom.
Ouviu?
Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einoth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
Entendi.
Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Ok, vamos aprender mais um grito. Buga não, por favor.
Follow me. I will show you. Perhaps not. But this shout was used. Have you considered that Alduin, those who overthrew him in ancient times, if the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn.
Vai lá, vai na frente.
Sky above, voice within.
Aí na frente que eu tô seguindo. Vai lá, Agner. É muito lentinho. Pátio do Alto de Rodga. Tá, já até vi um já. Hein, chefia? Enquanto ele vem, deixa eu botar um pontinho de habilidades. Vou colocar em saúde. E o ponto, deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa aqui em persuasão. Daqui é bom. A persuasão ser melhor. Teve 15 de ouro para aumentar o seu ouro disponível. Caraca. Vai lá, vai.
The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Follow me. I will show you how to open the path to Paarthurnax. Breath and focus.
É limpar os céus.
Core.
Limpar os céus. Primavera, limpar os céus.
I will grant you my understanding of
Verão.
skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragon Ball.
Sim, senhor.
Use it well.
Fale com Paarthurnax. Vambora. Bugou de novo, tá tendo que correr ainda infinitamente. Tô pressionando no shift pra poder andar normal. Já já isso passa. Por que eu tô levando dano? Ah tá, porque eu não limpei. Sou leigo, sou leigo. Tô chegando, Paarthurnax. Ai, caralho. Isso aí, aumentado para 39. Quase não dá pra enxergar a diferença entre um local normal e só bora. Pô, se eu chegar lá com a espada de Mirror, é que ele vai ficar meio bolado, não? Vambora. A espada do Mirror é que é muito bonitinha, cara. A adaga, né, na verdade. Aurora Boreal. Vou confirmar se estava gravando. Ok, eu acho que eu cheguei, hein? Garganta do mundo explorada. Ah, Paarthurnax é um dragão, isso eu já sabia.
Greetings, Wundernik. I am Paarthurnax.
Prazer.
Who are you? What brings you to my Strumach, my mountain? Yes, Vaza. You speak true, Dovahkiin. Forgive me. It has been long since I held Tinvak with a stranger. I gave in to the temptation to prolong our speech.
Tá.
Drem. Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin.
Manda bala.
The word calls you. Go to it.
Aprenda a palavra de poder do Dovahkiin. Inferno, sopro de fogo. Sopro de fogo, inferno.
Not until it. Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as Khajiit, but as Dova. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you.
It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw mortal, even for one of Dovassos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
Bom.
I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin.
Tá.
Alduin Comate Teed. What else would you seek? Alduin and Dovahkiin return together. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jaw, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum?
Tá.
As good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lean Vokeen. Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world? This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Sokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknus Nikaron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today, seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
Tá.
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Nay, I knew better. Tidbo amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. Tid krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Tá, eu tenho.
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll, Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then, fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Ok. Bom, rapaziada, salvar o jogo e vamos ler o manuscrito. Leia o manuscrito antigo na fenda temporal. A destruição de Alduin. Eu localizei o manuscrito antigo, usado pelos antigos heróis nórdicos para lançar Alduin ao nosso tempo. Se Paarthurnax estiver certa e se eu ler isso próximo à fenda, teria a visão do passado, quando os antigos nórdicos usaram o grito da rendição. Bom, vamos lá. O manuscrito antigo deve ser esse aqui do dragão, né? Por isso que foi bom fazer a DLC antes, né?
Today, Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krithwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
Ih, mataram?
A glorious day, is it not?
Ah, era um dragão normal.
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
You blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Both Sorin, Birka.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength, which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need
We'll
it.
deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Alduin. Ah, ele é bonitão, velho.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
Mortal Ruína do Dragão.
If I die today, it will not be in terror. First time, worm. I see it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free!
Ih, morreu.
Grant us a sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. My words with older bones than your own. We break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. Out of all our endings unto the last.
Worked. We did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Interessante. Derrotar Alduin. Opa, príncipe! Vem aqui, vem por aqui. Tá, segura um minutinho que eu tenho que aprender o grito, tá? Rapidinho. Cadê? Ruína do Dragão. Vem, trouxa! Vem, irmãozinho.
You are too late, Alduin. Use Dragon Rend if you know it.
Vou usar. Não conseguiu usar, segura. Deixa ele parar. Cadê ele? Calma. Peguei. Pousa, bonitão. Salva o jogo. Pousa, bonitão. Eu não tenho medo de você, Alduin. Volta aqui. Poção. Usa a poção de cura, resistência a fogo. Cadê? É, a gente não tem. Holy fuck. Cadê ele? Calma, segura. Ai, eu vou morrer. Calma. Volta aqui, bonitão. Esse é o Paarthurnax. Pousa aí, bonitão. Segura. Foi. Calma, Paarthurnax. Ai.
I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else.
Another dragon. É o Paarthurnax.
You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
Ele meteu o pé, velho. Ele fugiu. Que salafrário. Fale com o Esber. Calma aí. Qual é a missão? Fale com Paarthurnax, ou fale com Agner, ou fale com Esbern. Depois que derrotei o Alduin na parte superior da garganta do mundo, ele fugiu de mim. Eu preciso localizar seu covil para que eu possa acabar com ele. O caído. Pousa aí, ô Paarthurnax. Acho que vai ser mais interessante conversar. Bom, tive que gastar poção pra cacete, mas deu bom, cara. Meu arco dá muito dano. Pousa, filho.
Lot Kongrach, you truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Yes, one of his allies could tell us Matmahus, but it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him.
Como assim?
Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, Yes, but your Sum is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. Yes, this was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkosayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since.
Entendi.
I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol.
Eu não sei qual é a diferença.
It is called force in your tongue. But as you push the world, think of the way force may be applied. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum ar, which calls to you, Dovahkiin. Fade in your tongue. Mortal, ponder the meaning of spirit. That is fine. Let that meaning fill you.
Espírito eterno adicionado.
Which calls to you. In your tongue, the word simply means fire. That is the true meaning of Yol. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum.
Chama interna adicionada. Deixa eu ver se isso é poder. O efeito inativo. Chama interno. Grito sopro de fogo causa 25 de dano. Eu acho que é isso que tá, né? Aumenta a taxa de armadura. Isso aqui é tudo Nightingale. Vou deixar esse sopro de fogo aqui. Pode ser interessante a gente usar. Cadê o sopro de fogo aqui? Bom, vamos lá, rapaziada. A gente agora tem que ir aqui pra Dragon's Reach, convencer o Yor. A gente vai ter que pegar um dragão pra fazer com que ele traia o próprio Alduin. Pelo que eu entendi. Vamos falar aqui com o Yor. Yor.
May the gods watch over. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. Of course. You already saved Whiterun from that dragon. I owe you a great deal. But I don't understand. Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when we've been working so hard to keep them out? Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things, but I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry. Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme, but getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain.
Ok.
According to legend, they say Numenex was the dragon's name.
Bom,
That's his skull.
ok, senhoras e senhores. Agora a gente tem que conversar.
I'll be glad to help. And of course,
Decora minha casa aí.
purchase. Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Vamos lá, aqui, ó.
Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? As you wish. Speak to me again.
Pronto, decorei a minha cara. Eu comprei a casa aqui em Brazy Home, eu acho que fala. Vamos dar um pulinho lá na casa pra ver como é que tá. Infelizmente a criança bugou, porque eu mandei ela em direção à minha fazenda. Mas por algum motivo ela bugou na praça da cidade. E agora não tem mais como eu fazer ela desbugar, velho. Eu acho. Vou tentar ali conversar com ela. E aí, boa tarde. Nossa, tocando uma música mó épica, vocês estão ouvindo?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Um amigo meu? Carta de um amigo. Festus, você causou uma pequena agitação enquanto você demonstrou o poder do seu turno. Nem todo mundo está ansioso para o retorno de Dragonborn. Mas eu, por exemplo, desejo ver você crescer e desenvolver seus talentos. Skyrim precisa de um verdadeiro herói nos dias de hoje. Você deve voltar sua atenção para o Monte Antor. Eu acho que lá tem uma fonte de poder misteriosa que só pode ser compreendida por um Dragonborn, atenciosamente um amigo. Bom, ok. Olha, minha filha tá bugada ali e ela não vai desbugar nunca mais, né? Pelo que eu sei. Ela agora vai ficar bugada eternamente. Vamos ver como é que é a nossa casa por dentro. Ah, nem te conto. Esses caras estão aí já tem um tempão. Ó, casinha decorada. Aqui virou um quarto de criança, né? Pelo visto eu posso adotar 2 crianças pra cá. Mais um quarto pra cá. E esse aqui é o meu quarto, né? Bonito, bonito, bonito a nossa casa. Bom, rapaziada, eu vou fazer o seguinte. Eu vou encerrar esse vídeo por aqui. No próximo episódio a gente vai fazer o esquema aí da... meio que de aliança de paz entre os Gramane e os Battleborn, tá? No mais, deixa aquele like, se inscreve no canal. Até o próximo vídeo. Valeu! Falou!